This is incredible. I'm getting it.
You getting what?
A stock.
What stock?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Stock Market Show. This is your host, Shades. Let's talk about KULR Stock. KULR Stock in after hours on Friday did get a bit of a move here. Not anything significant, but 483. Looks like buyers like to step in. And after hours, we want to see buyers step in on Monday. I already talked about this in another video. Buyers have to step in Monday. If they step in, we're going to break out again. $5, we break that, we go to 10. Remember that. It takes time. It takes a couple of days. When I say it's going to go to 10 if it breaks 5, there are some people who misinterpreted that and thought we were just going to zoom to $10. No, it takes time, my friends. I remember saying if Serve Robotics breaks out above 15, we can go to 20. Well, guess what? It took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days just to get to 1842. It still has yet to touch 20. It takes time. It takes a couple of days because we're looking at the daily chart, by the way. So keep an eye on that. I still believe if buyers step in, we can continue to $10. Easy money if buyers continue to step in. But if they don't, well, we're going to see a big red candle going down because people are getting out. That's what that means. And we'll have to look to buy the dip wherever support will be found. So I was looking through KULR Stock, their press releases, something I like to do personally. Every time I come across a new stock, a new company, is let's go through all of their press releases for the year and see what's been happening with this company. What's been going on? What have they been up to up until now? I think it's important to look at the history of a stock and see how far they've come from the beginning of the year towards the end. And that's what we're going to do here on this channel. Because sometimes it can reveal things that you otherwise would miss out if you didn't actually painstakingly go through every single PR. It's time consuming. I had to go through each and every one and figure out, okay, which one of these are important out of all these, which ones really tell a story. So we have to go through each one. And you'll notice a pattern here with this company. And specifically their PR strategy. It's always important to know their PR strategy. That gives you an advantage in the markets, knowing, hey, around this time this year, we tend to get a lot more PRs. Around this time this year, it tends to be quiet. The stock doesn't move much, but then the PRs start hitting and starts moving. Stuff like that is very important. It gives you an advantage over other people who are not willing to sit there and scroll through a bunch of PRs and figure out which are the good ones, which ones are important to keep an eye on moving forward, because history repeats, right? We know eventually we'll get another PR with regards to KULR getting a contract, a U.S. Navy contract or Department of Defense contract, of any kind of contract. That'll happen again in the future, but because you know this and you look through all the PRs and you know what PR specifically move the stock, you're gonna be head and shoulders above everyone else. So let's start here with the fact that data centers use more electricity than entire countries. Why is this important? We got a lot of data centers, AI data centers specifically, because AI is the future. Automation, replacing the human to increase the bottom line. It's going to take a lot of energy though. And that's where KULR comes in. And you see, I didn't think about this until I started reading through these PRs, and I'm like, well, wait a minute, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. We're going to use a lot more energy. So if KULR can bring that technology and provide the efficiency needed to keep these AI data centers running, and whatever space technology we're going to need to even terraform, it's a win-win. So I didn't think about that. This was mind-blowing for me because I never thought outside of AI. AI is the future, but I didn't think about the battery side of things. And there's probably other aspects that I'm not thinking about. Have VR stocks been moving? Did everyone forget about VR stocks? You guys remember VR stocks were pumping one day? Is the hype dead for that right now? Because that's interesting. I'm going to have to look up some VR stocks and see if they're just sitting at a bottom And then when the hype comes in again, because we all know that anytime there's a technological breakthrough, stocks related to that technology explode, right? The volume starts coming into them. So I am curious right now. I'm just giving you like a hint, wink, wink. You better start looking at VR stocks. Just keep an eye on them. If they haven't been moving, well, that's because all the volume is going into the quantum, right? And anything related, anything that could benefit from AI quantum computing. So right now you should think ahead and start thinking like, well, you know, VR might not be getting the love right now, but in the future, you know, the cycles repeat, my friend. So that's just something to keep in mind. Start thinking ahead and start thinking like, okay, what's not getting the hype right now that could get the hype in the future in the volume? And how can I position myself right now? Anyways, the marriage of energy and artificial intelligence is a win-win. When I read this, I was like, man, I can't believe I didn't come across this in the initial due diligence, because this is very important here. The increasing demand for energy efficiency and sustainability is propelling companies to adopt artificial technology that optimize energy management and enhance operational efficiencies. Big technology companies are driving demand for electricity produced by renewable projects as the firms invest in artificial intelligence and data centers. And as I just showed you at the beginning here, data centers use more energy than some countries, which is insane when you think about that. KULR Technology Inc., here's where they come in. The company at the edge of energy management technology just announced the launch of its innovative KULR XE Vibe. I'm assuming they're going to call it Zero Vibe. They just didn't want to put a zero. They wanted to use an X to be fancy. I don't know. But Zero Vibe here, solution integrated with the NVIDIA Jetson Edge AI platform. KULR Zero Vibe solution complements the Jetson platform, ensuring optimal cooling system performance, reduced energy consumption, and extended mechanical lifespans. And if we go through all these PRs, you'll notice KULR awarded U.S. Navy contract to develop high-temperature internal short-circuit cells for enhanced battery safety in critical applications. Then we have another one here. KULR signs service agreement to launch KULR One Space battery. So you got space, you got AI, you have the military involved. I think this one's going to be a winner long term. I'm talking long term. I'm talking 5-10 years. Short term, I still predict $10. If we can break 10, we can go to 20. And it's not going to happen overnight, okay? I just need to specify that, because some people think, oh, he said it's going to go to 10. And then, like, they jump in thinking it's going to go to 10 that same day. Like, no, guys, I just showed you on the chart. It can take a couple of days, sometimes 2 weeks, to make that move from 5 to 10 or 10 to 20 or whatever the case may be. Palantir got to, what, $80? It took a long time for that to happen. It didn't just happen overnight. You'll get the best return for your money if you exercise patience and discipline. And if you do your due diligence. Like, I'm doing more due diligence now. This is extra due diligence. I'm like, let's go through all these PRs. Oh, man, it was time consuming, guys. It took me an hour. You guys better hit that like button, because I'm doing this for you and also for me, because I'm liking what I'm seeing here. And that's why I'm telling you, think ahead. What else could take advantage of the AI, the future, the AI revolution? What else could take advantage of that? That's why I'm saying VR, AR right now. I think VR right now is quiet. The VR stocks probably aren't moving. That could be next, whenever there's another technological breakthrough that gets people excited and hype enough to jump into those stocks. That's why I'm saying, like, think ahead. What else could benefit from this in the future? KULR proudly announced its plan to launch the KULR One Space battery via launch integrator exo-launch on a SpaceX rideshare mission scheduled for 2026. This mission represents a pivotal milestone in KULR's ongoing commitment to developing safer and higher performing battery systems tailored for space applications, for a space battery market that is expected to grow even more so, because apparently Elon wants to terraform Mars. Or whatever we do. You know, we might have a Death Star up there. A mini Death Star. Okay, I'm exaggerating, but you get what I'm saying. The future is out there. And if that's the case, you're still in early. We still got a long way to go, guys. There are no Death Stars or equivalent. There are no robo drones, whatever. We still got a long way to go. You're still in early, in my opinion. And because you're in early, expect volatility. Expect the stock to come down nice and cheap during bear markets. And then during bull markets, people will get excited again and the stock goes up and you make a lot of money. That's going to happen. If you look at Nvidia stock, I just want to show you an example because people are going to get scared and not think about all this due diligence I did. They're going to see the red and get scared. Nvidia, you guys remember the crash of 2020? No, not 2020. The crash of 2008. Let's go way back in time. You'll notice here, back in the financial crash of 2008, the stock dropped from 90 cents to a low of 15 cents. And then you zoom out and realize that was nothing more than an opportunity to get rich. So that's why I'm showing you this, because just because a stock drops like a hotcake doesn't mean it's over. If you did your due diligence, you believe in the stock, you buy more as it gets cheaper, then in the next cycle, you make your money. But it requires what? Patience and discipline, which, like I said, unfortunately, a lot of people don't have. They don't see the big picture. They're just short-term gains, short-term gains. The short-term gains are there as long as you have strategy so you don't get destroyed. But I like what I'm seeing here. Space technology. Working with the government. Taking advantage of the AI revolution. This is a winner, my friends. I'm more bullish now than when I did my initial due diligence video. And 2025 is right around the corner. There's a lot. I think there's going to be a lot of stocks that are going to get a lot of movement going into next year. Hopefully we don't get a bear market next year. If we do, then take advantage of the cheapies. As I just showed you, when Nvidia dropped to 15 cents, you better believe there were people scared out of their mind. Oh my God, this is going to double zeros. As I just showed you, long term, it was a winner. But you got to believe in it. And in your due diligence. KULR announces immediate availability of NASA-certified M35A battery cells. The M35A is a strategic component of NASA's Artemis II mission. KULR is also integrating the M35A into its proprietary space battery, a cutting-edge solution designed to meet the demands of human space exploration. The K1 space battery is scheduled for completion in early January 2025, with a formal review by the NASA safety boards to follow shortly thereafter. This could be a catalyst right here. This is why I was telling you guys, you got to go through the previous PRs and see if there's anything you might have missed that doesn't come out in the 10Qs or what is it? What's the other one? The AKs? Or in the news, the press releases that come from other sources and not from KULR specifically. I think the big key words here: designed to meet the demands of human space exploration, which, like I said, that's coming. Human space exploration, terraforming. We're gonna need the batteries and the AI and the human to work together. So again, you got to think far ahead. We're thinking ahead here. This isn't going to be anytime soon, but think ahead and think of the potential and how you can benefit from that by buying in long term. Short term, obviously, take advantage of the breakouts if it keeps going higher, or take advantage of dips whenever it bottoms out. KULR Technology awarded key defense contract for leading missile program. I think that speaks for itself. All right, guys. We went through a lot of PRs that came out this year, and you can see where the potential is. There's also some catalysts underway for next year. So don't underestimate this one. I'm not talking about Nvidia. I don't know why I'm showing you Nvidia. I have to look up KULR here real quick because my watch list just grew twice as big. But yes, as I was saying, do not underestimate KULR stock. So if you believe we're going to all work together to go out there and make something great happen for humanity, this is the stock for you. And you're getting in early because this is still far off. It's still very speculative. But I mean, if you think about it, the past 20 years, we've advanced quite a bit, right? I remember not the VHS. Was it VHS? Yeah, it was VHS, right? With the big tapes. That's crazy. Time has really come, time has flown. But we've advanced so much. And I think we will continue to advance. So this stock is for you long term if you believe. Alright guys, that's it for the video. As always, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. That's it for the video, guys.